Hail to legal warriors. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Yes, I'm telling you, you should tell your attorney what they're doing wrong. There's a lot of reasons for it. It's good for you. It's good for the attorney. If you're interested in this subject or this area of the law, stay tuned. This is the video for you. My name is Attorney Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. My law firm has been defending people charged with crimes all throughout Washington State for more than 20 years. So if you find this useful, please like and please subscribe. More people get the help they need. Now I'm just going to jump right into it. Yeah, I do want you to tell your attorney what they're doing wrong. I want you to tell me what I'm doing wrong if I'm your attorney or my firm is. And plenty of people tell me what I'm doing wrong on YouTube, right? So I take a lot of the what you're doing wrong comments to heart, and I always try to, take them with a grain of salt and try to improve. And that's hopefully what your attorney will do also if you tell them what they're doing wrong. So why do you want to do this? Well, the most important reason you want to do this is there's something burning in your head. There's something bothering you, right? Hey, my attorney isn't, saying my name correctly. They're not using my preferred name. I really don't know what's going to happen on the next court date, and I'm annoyed that I don't know why. Or, hey, I don't even know what to expect from this case. I mean, my attorney hasn't spoken to me in weeks. So some of us would think, well, I don't want to bring this up. I'm afraid to bring it up. It makes me nervous to share a complaint or criticism because in our real life, right, with our families, there might be a big cost to share a complaint with our spouse, with our parent. We're maybe more used to that if we're parent to child, but not the other way around. So we're sort of trained that it's not safe to do that. But if you have a good attorney wants to hear your complaints for a bunch of reasons. Why is it that a good attorney wants to hear your complaints? Well, because it helps us, right? Sharing a complaint in a way that can be heard is a gift, right? I can think of examples in my own practice where someone has shared a complaint about, hey, that really didn't get explained to me correctly. I wish I would have known what to expect in court. And they might have been probably right. What happens for us attorneys that have been doing this a long time is we can make assumptions, right? We can make assumptions that the client knows what to expect at a pretrial hearing or knows what to expect at the arraignment because we've been through it so many times. It's as natural as walking. But sometimes we forget, especially if we're just deep in the facts of the case and we're worried about what the judge is going to do and we're going to try to protect that client as best we can, that we forget that, hey, this might be the first time someone's been in court and this person might be really anxious. And you really do us a gift if you let us know if we're sort of falling down somewhere on the job. So I want you to be brave to explain that to your attorney, to give them a chance to understand where you're coming from so they can do better for you. It also helps us understand that maybe we have people that learn differently and there's a different way we need to explain something. Another thing that might help us with is, we assume that that we told it to you once, so you must have understood it or you must have taken it in. But really, oftentimes a client is nervous and they're processing one thing while the attorney is saying a third thing, and they ignore the other two things because they're so overwhelmed and they don't want to be disrespectful, or the attorney might talk fast like I do, right? There's wanted posters for me in court from the stenographers who are less than happy with me at times, given how fast I talk. So if you share that complaint with me, then me or your attorney, we're going to have a chance to understand you better and go, geez, you're right, I need to explain that better for you. Why else should you tell us what we're doing wrong? Well, we have a lot of cases, and the more you can sort of tell us what your expectations are, what your needs are, what your wishes are, the better job we're going to be able to do. So, if you've got a bail on your case, remind us you have a bail so we can get that back. If you're wearing a scram bracelet, monitoring alcohol, we probably know that, but maybe we never knew that to begin with. So make sure you tell us. right? Maybe you have a citizenship status that your attorney didn't ask about, right? It's important, if it's a criminal matter, that your attorney, at least, don't talk about it in the court, that your attorney knows what your status here is in this country. You know, your H-1B visa, your green card, what are you? You're a citizen? Because that's going to affect how we behave. So if we're seem to be doing something wrong in your eyes, tell us so we can do something about it or correct the way you're thinking, right? Sometimes the client isn't right, that we're doing things exactly right. What's an example? A client may say, well, I want you to be interviewing these witnesses right now. And how come you haven't called the prosecutor? How come you haven't done X, Y, and Z? And you're thinking your client, in this case, that your attorney is doing wrong. Well, if you share that with your attorney, if you share that with us, we might say, well, we haven't called the prosecutor. Thank you for sharing that. But there's a reason why we haven't had a strategy. We don't want to call the prosecutor too early because they're not used to negotiating early, or they're more mad early in the case. Or, no, we haven't interviewed this witness because we don't want them interested in the case right now, right? We want to try to resolve the case without getting that witness knocking on the prosecutor's door saying, hang the client, right? So, so many people watch TV or have their ideas about how a defense should work, and they're well-founded based upon their experience in life and media and movies, but they're not real life. It's not how you really want it to work in most cases. But if you just sit there and let that burn in you, you don't share that complaint, you're not going to be able to feel better. You're not going to be able to, you're going to think your attorney doesn't know what they're doing. And if you just keep it all bottled up, you're going to keep thinking that. You're not going to listen to your attorney. You're going to get a worse result. So I tell clients, if you think we're doing something wrong, or if you think that you need more information, if you have a problem, please, please, please share it with us. Share it with your attorney so we can have better communication, because we're a team, right? You're a team member with your attorney, I hope. I hope your attorney thinks that you're a team working together for a common outcome that's been defined by you with some help from the attorney about what's possible and the best ways to get there. And since you've probably hired a good attorney, they're probably very busy. And they've got a lot of clients and a lot going on. And so they can make mistakes too, just like you can. So do yourself a favor, do your attorney a favor. If you think we're doing something wrong, think need to do something better, kindly, nicely, with some compassion, let us know. And if we're really not listening, or an attorney doesn't want to listen, you can be a little louder. All right. So I'm just encouraging you to do that. I do that with my clients, right? I'm going to tell my client if they're doing something wrong. Hey, I need you to do that class. Why haven't you done it? I need you to get it done. Do you want to go to jail? Right? Hey, you can't be calling us 8 times in a row in the same day. We can avoid it because it's destroying my staff. And if they don't like you, that's not going to help your case, right? Things like that. So, the more we communicate, the better job we're all going to do together. So I hope you found this useful. So please like and please subscribe. More people get the help they need. And more importantly, if you have a criminal matter in Washington State, feel free to reach out to my firm. We've been doing this more than 20 years. We'll listen to what happened. We'll identify a way forward. We will be there for you. Thank you.